Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Chuck Rogers, licensed professional counselor and licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I am a network engineer.
Web developer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I'm a big web
videographer,
developer now.
photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's doing it all.
Yes, I am.
And together we're Tabletop Coffee.
Yeah, where we are bold and never, ever better.
And tonight we continue with our series on minimalism.
I salute the minimalism.
What do you think about the 90-90 rule? We think it's wrong. Stay tuned and we'll talk about it.
You know, normally when we talk about a rule, you end up at 100.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm confused because we're at 180.
Yeah, well, we've done a lot of videos on. I shouldn't say a lot. We've done
several.
Multiple videos on minimalism, and have gotten some feedback. Some of it's really good. Some of it's really angry, where people are like, "You guys are crazy."
Yeah, you can't do it that way.
And I've continued, and Kim has really gotten on board, and has done a super job with it. Kind of putting various ideas to. Into motion to see what we could do with it.
Right.
And one I recently read about was something called the 90-90 rule, meaning that if you look at an object and looking at, do I get rid of X object?
Okay.
Have I used this object in the last 90 days? Or am I going to use it in the next 90 days?
Okay.
And if I'm not, then that object needs to go.
Ooh, so that gives you 6 months. Basically,
a pocket of 6 months.
6 month span. You know, I've always heard the year rule. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't used it in a year, there's no reason to keep it anymore. Which you know, I still struggle with that one.
You really struggle with it.
I really struggle with that one. But 90 days.
No, we're not talking seasonal kinds of
right.
things.
No, not like a Christmas tree.
Christmas trees, other decorations, seasonal clothing like that, because you're only going to use those at certain times. But for me, I think I really worked very hard at, if I haven't used something in a year, to get rid of it. And just this morning I was looking in my closet. There are 2 shirts that I think likely will go at the end of the year.
Okay.
At the end of the summer. Yeah. So I really try hard to do that one. And for the most part, I'm really good at getting rid of something if I haven't used it in the past year.
Yeah, I'm terrible about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think a lot of people out there would latch onto this and absolutely love it. You know, I know that Lisa would love to be able to get rid of all of her fall stuff and then start off new the next year.
That's not the goal of minimalism.
So, yeah, because she'd have all new stuff again, and then Christmas would come and she'd have all new Christmas stuff. I hope she doesn't watch this video. Lisa, this video is not for you. Turn off the video.
So you think a year is a good rule of thumb?
I do. I think maybe the 6 month and 6 months forward, but either way you get to that year, I think I would have a hard time getting rid of things in that span. I think it's too short.
Yeah, I think that year is a good rule of thumb. I would love to get to the place where I can say, if I haven't used it in the last 6 months, to get rid of it. I'm not there yet. But as I looked at this, and there are some people who are truly doing it.
Okay.
Who are doing the 90-90 rule. But I think it's a little bit aggressive. Mm-hmm. And I think it could actually do some harm, because there are a lot of people out there who really do want to not just declutter. There's a difference between decluttering and minimalizing. But really, really try to be minimal and want to get on the path. But I think if they stare that rule in the face of 90-90, I think that's going to go, I can't do this, and they won't ever head in the right direction again. So I think it really is too aggressive for the general population.
I think so too. Yeah. I think, you know, when I think of going 90-90, in order to make that work, you would have to go around and tag all of your stuff, so you know what the date is, so that 90 days in you could know that you're getting rid of it.
You have to have some way of keeping track of it.
Yeah, and when I was at Revco, when I worked at Revco, because I worked at Revco for 9 months. It's the only time I worked for anybody was 9.
He's never had a job.
So I worked for Revco for 9 or 10 months when I was 16 years old. It's the only job I ever had. And yeah, you know, you have that little tagger thing. It would put the pricing on everything, but it worked for dating stuff too. I think you'd have to have that to tag
You'd
everything.
have to have some way of declaring whether this object has been used. or
Right.
not. I think for the most part you kind of know. I just think it's too aggressive.
I think so too.
Unless you're really advanced, and then it probably would work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us what you think about this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are into minimalism and you have gone down this road, maybe you've tried this before and you've gotten to a place where you said, ooh, that's too quick to get rid of things, and down the road you had to end up repurchasing things, so it hurt you along the way. We would love to see comments on this and what you think.
Yeah, if you liked our content, would you not only comment, but please subscribe, because we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, and ding that bell so you're notified of upcoming episodes.
Make sure to like it.
Yeah, share it with your friends.
Thanks, everyone.
Until next time.